Welcome to my channel. Don't forget to give like, comment and subscribe. In this video we are going to talk about Sydney Harbour Bridge. The Sydney Harbour Bridge is an iconic landmark of the city that connects the World Shore Sydney with the CBD. Built in 1932, the combination of the bridge, the Sydney Harbour and the Sydney Opera House has become the most popular portrait of Sydney. It is the tallest steel arch bridge in the world. The Sydney Harbour Bridge, before the Sydney Opera House came into existence, was the city's foremost landmark. At a length of 1,149 meters, it is the world's sixth longest arch bridge. The arch bridge shape of this heritage-listed monument has earned it the nickname called Harbour. It is one of the most photographed landmarks of the city, but the beautiful views captured from the bridge, specifically the top, make it worth the visit. Along with holding one of the widest roads of the bridge of the world, the Sydney Harbour Bridge also holds a railway line and a pedestrian walkway. However, the most popular activity at the bridge is the Sydney Harbour Bridge Climb, where you climb up the southern half of the bridge to height of 134 meters, sure to give you an amazing 360 view of the most happening part of the Sydney. You can also visit the bridge, other tourist attraction found at the southern pylon, whether you want to explore Aboriginal culture, the history of the bridge, or just enjoy a magical view from the numerous vantage points of this massive bridge. The Sydney Harbour Bridge is an integral part of the city and a Sydney must visit. Sydney Harbour Bridge Walkway. The pedestrian walkway of the Sydney Harbour Bridge, extending from the bridge stairs at the Rocks all the way to Milson Point, offers some gorgeous views of the nearby Sydney Opera House and the harbour. Along with the surrounding cityscape and the magnificent skyline of Sydney, it runs for a length of about 2.5 kilometers along the eastern side of the bridge, where you will find lots of visitors taking in the beauty of the city from this unique spot. The next is Sydney Harbour Bridge facts. The Sydney Harbour Bridge is colloquially called the Quadrangle due to its arch shape. It is the sixth longest arch-shaped bridge in the world, spanning a length of 1,149 meters. It is also was modeled after the Hell Gate Bridge in New York. At a height of 134 meters, it is the tallest steel arch bridge in the world. And until 2012, the Sydney Harbour Bridge was the world's widest long-span bridge. It took like 8 years and 1,400 men to complete construction of the bridge. And there's 16 people died during the construction of this bridge. Sydney Harbour Bridge history, construction of the Sydney Harbour Bridge began 1924, though the idea of opening a bridge to connect the northern and southern shores was being thought over for almost a century. The iconic arch of the bridge was completed in 1930, with the being officially opened in 1932. It was nicknamed the Iron Lung during the Depression era, as it provided employment for many people during this troubled period. It was declared an International Historic Civil Engineers Landmark in 1988 and granted heritage listing in 1999, and remained as one of Australia's greatest and most popular symbols. The last is how to reach Sydney Harbour Bridge. The Sydney Harbour Bridge connects the northern and southern shores of Sydney from the Milson Point in the north to the Rocks in the south. For those looking to enjoy the tourist centre in the southwest pylon, you will have to enter through the Rocks area, one of the city's most happening places, you can use the following method to reach the bridge. First, by train. The circular quay station, accessible by trains like T1, T2, T3, T7, and T8, is the closest train station to the southeastern pylon of the Sydney Harbour Bridge. And if by bus, the circular quay bus stop at Alfred Street, accessible by bus Triple T, and 392, 394, 396, 397, 3977, L94, X94, and X97 is the closest bus stop to reach the Sydney Harbour Bridge. I think that's all the explanation that I can share to you. Thank you so much for watching.